Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to talk about what menopause actually do to your brain and why you go through these periods where you got erratic brain fog 1 minute and then the next minute you're fine. So we're going to tackle that today. So have you ever walked into a room and you totally forgotten what you're even doing there? Or maybe you're reading your emails, the same email 3 times, and you're still not taking it in. You used to feel really sharp but now it just feels like your brain is not even switching on half the time and it's just buffering. What you're really experiencing is one of the most common and least understood part of perimenopause and menopause. What you're experiencing is really called menopausal brain fog, but honestly, it doesn't even do its justice, the label. So what is really happening in your brain? More than 60% of women in perimenopause reports things like forgetfulness, trouble focusing, and then having issues finding words, and then just feeling like they're mentally not as sharp or they just feel a little bit slow. But the kicker is, it's not just stress or aging, it's actually neurological and it's also hormonal. Your brain is literally reacting to the shifts in estrogen and progesterone. If you're not sure what that is, just watch my first 2 videos and it will explain. And when these 2 hormones are fluctuating, your brain's chemistry and energy systems are completely thrown off. So what we're going to do today is we're going to break it down what is happening in your mind. So we're going to break down progesterone first. So most people think of progesterone as just like a female hormone that's linked to period, fertility, and reproduction. But what I don't tell you is that estrogen is also a brain hormone. And here's what it actually does in your brain. So it regulates things like memory chemicals, mood and motivation chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. And it also focuses on alertness and focus, and it literally helps your brain use glucose, which is carbohydrates, which is your brain's main source of fuel. So where estrogen drops, you are going up and down in your mood, and this is what happens during perimenopause. All of your mood swings get disrupted. And that's why you feel foggy, tired, irritable. It's because your brain isn't getting its usual fuel or chemical support. Now we're going to talk about a little bit more about progesterone, which is one of the most underrated hormones that's talked about. So progesterone essentially helps you chill out. It activates something called the GABA, and it's a calming chemical that helps you relax even when you are sleeping. So when progesterone starts to decline, which is usually before estrogen does, you will feel the following. So you'll feel wired but tired. You also feel more anxious. You feel emotionally reactive. And then you don't sleep as deeply as before. You wake up tired and your brain hasn't had time to clean itself up or locked in memories from the day before. And that's why you become a little bit forgetful. And now you're feeling foggy and also exhausted. Now, here's the part that most people don't know. These symptoms, they aren't a sign of like permanent cognitive decline. Like, it's not permanent that your brain is going downhill. It's just experiencing a transitional phase. Your brain is literally trying to adjust itself to a new hormonal environment. Yes, some of your brain regions may shrink temporarily, especially the ones related to memory and decision making. But studies have shown that post-menopause, your brain volume and function can recover. The brain will just then rewires itself as it adapts. So an analogy can be, just think of it like a software update. It's not breaking down, it's just rebooting, and then it recalibrates later on. So the question becomes, what can you actually do to support your brain during this shift? So a few things that I give my clients, and you can try it too. So number one is aerobic movement. So that means going for a 30-minute walk, taking up dancing, anything that kind of gets your heart rate up. And the other thing is learn to do something that requires a new skill, like pottery, chess, knitting, language. So anything that basically increases your heart rate and then fires new brain cells and new neural pathways to new skills. So aerobic exercise boosts something called BDNF. So it's like a miracle grow for your neurons. Okay, so and then learning something new and will build new brain connections, which helps with memory, focus, and ultimately your confidence. So this isn't weakness or you're not failing. It's literally biology. With the right support, your brain can bounce back sharper, stronger, and even with more awareness than ever. And if this hits home for you and you've been nodding along to everything I've been saying, thinking, yep, she's talking about me, I'm experiencing those things, then come and join my online community. I've created an online community called the Women's Fit Hub 40 Plus. The link's in the description. And it's really a space for women to navigate perimenopause and menopause with questions, frustrations, and really a deep desire for you to feel better again. So inside we talk about things like, hormone changes, training through brain fog and how to get through it, and then food that would actually help you and support you during this phase. And then we also have strength building templates, workouts that helps physically and also helps you build neuro pathways. Because I've always said, if you are going to go down this path, which will eventually it will happen for you, then weight training is a great way to learn a new skill because it is building mind-muscle connection. And then you also have to learn new forms, techniques, and it allows your brain to actually capture what you're trying to do. And then it allows you to build a new form of skill that you don't have to, make time for out of your everyday life, because everybody knows during menopause and perimenopause, building muscles is really important. And if you can just attack on learning a new skill, which is basically learning technique about, weight training, that is actually, you're killing two birds with one stone, essentially. That's what I'm saying. So if you are interested in this, click on the link in below and I will see you inside the community.